Hey, yo, what's up, Facebook? I just want to say I'm very happy to be here again. It's another week. I look forward to Monday at 6:30. I really do. All week long, all I do is really prepare for my Mondays at 6:30 to connect with you guys. And first off, before I get into it, I want to say thank you, and I want y'all to know that I appreciate and I'm grateful for everybody that has been sending me messages, sharing my videos, sharing my quotes, and letting me know that they're encouraged by what I'm saying. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm doing this, is to connect with y'all, you know. And I want to say I want to say thank you to all of y'all that have been tuning in and really supporting me through all this. You know, I want to start off with a story. Back in 2008, I was going to Houston to see some family, and it was on a Sunday, okay? And I needed to change my oil because it had been like 4 or 5 months since I've changed it. I don't know if you've ever neglected it before. And I wasn't too sure if I could take a trip out that far without changing my oil. And I was talking to my friend Justin, and I was just like, man, it's Sunday. I think I'm going to have to take off tomorrow. He's like, man, bro, he goes, just change the oil yourself. And I said, I don't know how to change oil, man. I mean, I'm not a mechanic. And he started laughing. He goes, you don't have to be a mechanic. He goes, you're a grown man and you don't know how to change your oil? And I was like, nah, bro. He goes, you know what? Let's go to Walmart. How much money you got? And I said, well, I got enough. I said, how much do you need? He said, 20 bucks. We'll go to Walmart. We'll buy the stuff. I'll show you how to do it. Went to Walmart, bought the oil, bought a filter, bought a pan. Came back. He showed me unbolt it, 3 steps. Unbolt it, let it drain, bolt it back, change the filter, pour the oil in, you're good to go. Within 15 minutes, I was on the road, and I was like, mind blown. I was just like, I thought it was way more complicated than that. I just couldn't believe that it was that simple. And that brings me to a story that happened last week, that the only reason why I'm making this video right now. I was in the back patio with my friends. His name is Chris, and we were having a debate, and his argument was that the world is more worse than it was back then. My argument was that the world is better than it was back then, that we're progressive. Now, that's another video to talk about. But one of his premises of his argument, he goes, well, you know what? All this stuff that's going around right now, you know, people have depression, they have anxiety, they're unhappy. And then I stopped him. I said, well, first, before we go any deeper, happiness is a choice. He goes, maybe for you. He goes, because you know how. And I said, wow, it hit me like a sack of bricks. I said, you know what? I couldn't agree with you anymore. I said, you're right. It was because I have the knowledge and the tools to walk in happiness. It was kind of like it's not that complicated, but because I have the knowledge and the tools, like my friend that changed the oil. He had the knowledge and the tools. And then when he showed it to me, it was just so simple. It just made sense. That's why I want to share with y'all, you know, some of the information that I got throughout the years and the studying about happiness, you know. And first, before we get into, you know, how to be happy, we must understand what happiness is. The definition of happiness is a quality or state of being, okay, through a pleasurable experience. Okay, that's the second definition. Okay, now how do we get to this state of being? Okay, there has to be core qualities to a state of being. There has to be steps to a state of being, right? And those steps with those qualities is a choice. You got to first off be grateful. You got to be thankful, and you have to appreciate your quality of life or the things in your life to bring value and quality to your life. First, you have to have an understanding of the things in your life that are of value, that you should be happy for. And a lot of times in a world like this, where entertainment and we're sidetracked with so much information, sometimes it's hard, and we don't have the time to reflect and to see who we are, to audit what we have, to know the value of what we possess. You know? Now, these three things, gratitude, thankfulness, and appreciation, these are the core qualities of what happiness is. And all this is a recognition of that value in your life. Now, what's more greater than that is fulfillment. And how do you get this fulfillment, man? You have to produce the attitude to feel that way. I don't know if you remember back in the day, we used to say stuff like, I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, living life to the fullest, you know? And living life to the fullest, you and I know not everyone does, because that's a what? That is a choice to live your life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make the steps to have the right attitude. Okay? Now, my dad used to say something to me. He used to say, attitude will determine your altitude in life. And your altitude is how you gauge, your happiness. In Psalms 100, and I know I'm going to bring up a Bible verse. In Psalms 104, it says that God says, enter my gates with thankfulness and my courts with praise. And even though this is coming from the good book, this applies to everybody, man. It applies to Christians, to Judaism, to Muslims, or even to the atheists that don't believe in that, to the Buddhists that just believes that walking in God is a state of being. So what is that state of being? And the yogis, the Buddhists, they say it is like a beam of light, right? A beam of knowledge. It's a quality or state of being, which is the definition of happiness. Right? So, how do you get that? How do you walk through those gates? How do you enter into that? Walk. He goes, enter my gates with thankfulness and my courts with praise. You have to be thankful. Be thankful for the things that you have in life. Be thankful for your family. Be thankful that you have a home and you're not homeless. Be thankful for the job that you have, that it pays you and you're able to have some money. Be thankful that you have a sound mind, that you're able to watch me right now on your phone, on your laptop, and able to understand what it is that I'm saying. Be thankful that you live in the most wealthiest, powerful, educated country in the world, where you have freedom, where you're able to have a freedom of speech and do the things that you want. Right now, be thankful for the breath that you're taking right now. There are people right now, as we speak, in their deathbed. There are people right now, as we speak, taking their last breath. Within the past 30 seconds, there are people right now that have already crossed over, wishing, praying, hoping to have another breath, hoping to have another day, hoping to have another week, so that they could be the person that they want to be in life. But now that's gone. Be thankful that you still have that right now. Acknowledge, recognize that that's what you have right now. And be the person you want to be. Treat the people in your life with love and appreciation and thankfulness, and watch how that changes things. Write down, and a lot of you ain't going to do this, but those that do, get a piece of paper. Write down for the things that you are thankful for. This happened to me before. I was going through a couple of deals and they fell through, and I was, oh my God, I was devastated. I felt like I just couldn't catch a break. I tried to open business after business and after business, and I just lost everything. And a few years back, I got a hold of this knowledge, and I wrote down the things I was thankful for. And every single day I concentrated on those things that I was grateful for and the things that I appreciated. And it brought a different quality of life to me. And then I started moving forward. And then I started moving up. And right now, God has me in a place where I didn't know that I could be at before. And I'm not done, because happiness isn't a destination. Happiness is a journey. Thomas Jefferson, when he wrote, He goes, everyone should have the right to the pursuit of happiness. The pursuit. It's not a destination. You know why? Because happiness, sometimes you're going to be happy, sometimes you're not. But being grateful is a choice. Being grateful is going to bring that quality of life. Being grateful, you're going to feel that fulfillment. You understand? It's your boy George Red. And I just want to say, see your dream, know your passion, and live your purpose. Speak to you later.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.